Welcome back to DIY with KB. My name is Kiva and I teach people how to achieve the luxe look for less. In today's video, I'm sharing 5 life-changing Dollar Tree products that are guaranteed to make your life easier. Do you have a beautiful home? Do you want a beautiful home? Are you struggling to keep it clean and organized? If you answered yes to any of those questions, this is the video for you. And the best part, all these products are only going to cost you $1. Before we get into today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. But let's head on over to the Dollar Tree. Okay, well, it's not a let's head on over to the Dollar Tree because I've already been. And guys, I am so psyched for this video. These are products that maybe you haven't noticed at the Dollar Tree before, or you just glanced over because you didn't see their full potential. But I promise you guys, these products are great for efficiency, getting your house looking clean, and just helping you live your life easier. But let's get on into it. Starting with number 1, we have these Dollar Tree cutting boards. So if you've never seen them before, they are just these plastic cutting boards and you're like, they're just plastic. What's so special about them? Well, if you've seen any of my videos or you are a part of organization, cleaning, YouTube, which I know you're a part of, all of these amazing bloggers have these really sophisticated cutting boards that have different mats for different food items. You don't always want to use the same cutting board that you use for chicken, that you do for vegetables or bread or fish or anything like that. So what you can do with these $1 cutting boards, which you get 2 in a pack for $1, so they're really just 50 cents, you can customize these cutting boards. What I did is I picked up 2 packs, so I got 4 in total, and I opened them. And then I pulled out my Cricut, which is a machine that just helps you DIY stickers and stuff like that. Or you could head over to the sticker department in Dollar Tree and pick up some food related stickers. I just printed out stickers that really work for my different categories. So I did bread, chicken, fish, and then vegetables. I printed out those stickers using my Cricut, and then I just put them onto the cutting boards. So you could either get stickers that have like a front face sticky and put the stickers on the back of the cutting board or on the side that you're not going to use to cook food, or you can put it on top because most of us don't use the entire cutting board. And what this does, it allows you to have a customized cutting board situation that has only cost you $2. You can use different colored stickers, you can make your stickers with your kids or whatever it is you want to do, but it designates each cutting board for a different source of food, and it just keeps things really nice and clean and streamlined. And the best thing about these cutting boards is that they're super thin and they are dishwasher safe. So you can throw them in the dishwasher and they're really easy to store in your utensil drawer or in a drawer where they won't take up too much space, and you can pile on all your other stuff on top of it. The next Dollar Tree item that is guaranteed to change your life is the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. If you haven't heard about the Magic Eraser, I don't know where you've been, but I'm glad you're here today because it is the best cleaning product on the planet. Basically, the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser is just like the best thing ever. You can use it to clean up just about anything, and one of my favorite uses for the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser is to clean up scuffs on the baseboard. Whether you have active kids or active pets, or you're always bringing furniture in and out of the house like me, you're going to scuff up your walls. And that doesn't mean that you always have time to totally repaint your place. I try to do it, doesn't work well, you shouldn't do that. So the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser comes in handy. Look at all of these scuff marks on this baseboard of mine. I'm a little embarrassed, but life happens from me bringing in and out all of this DIY supplies. These baseboards look horrible. All I'm doing is grabbing my magic eraser, wetting it a little bit, and just scuffing on the boards. As you can see, all of that scuffing, all of that discoloration is coming off instantly. There's no soap, there's no cleanup, there's no nothing. And if you don't use anything on the eraser, if you don't use any soap or cleaning product, it's also not going to leave a residue on your walls, which I absolutely love. So it keeps everything really nice and clean, and you're actually able to clean a little bit more sustainably because you're not using toxic products. I, again, love to use this on my baseboards, on my walls, but I also use my magic eraser on my countertops if I spill something. It helps get paint off the floor. It works for absolutely everything, and it is only $1 from the Dollar Tree. It is a little bit pricey, and I think you can actually get them cheaper if you buy them in bulk from places like Costco or Walmart. But if you want to give it a try, you can always pick them up at the Dollar Tree, and I promise you won't regret it. The next Dollar Tree item that is guaranteed to change your life is this stacking container. I mentioned this in my first ever Dollar Tree container, and I kind of talked about it with using it for like little knickknacks or tchotchkes that you have sitting around. You need a place for them to go, but you don't know what you're gonna do with them. But as I said earlier, I've become a Cricut fanatic. I'm telling you guys, this is gonna turn into a Cricut channel. And I said, well, what can I use these for? What is a practical use for these? Well, have you ever gone to the grocery store and gotten milk or juice or something like that, and you drink half of it and you haven't finished it yet, but it is taking up so much space in your refrigerator? I know you know what I'm talking about. That happens to me all the time, and then I have all of these bottles kind of crowding my sight line, and I don't know what I have and what I don't have, so I end up rebuying or wasting food or something like that. What I like to do is grab these Dollar Tree containers, give them a good clean, and use them for my remaining juice or milk or half and half or whatever liquid I have. This allows me to get rid of that big juice bottle, recycle it, get it out of the fridge, and putting it into something that is actually fit to the size of the food or drink that I still have remaining. And then all I do is I get out my Cricut and I print out a nice label. You can also use the $1 chalkboard tags they have at the Dollar Tree and use that to label the drink or beverage. And what you can do is you can put the label on top, and then you can just use a dry erase marker on the back of the bottle. And you can also get that from the kids section of the Dollar Tree or the teacher section of Dollar Tree, and just write the expiration date. So you have all the information you need. Now you have a smaller container that is food safe, it's glass, so you're not having all of that plastic, that it actually fits the size of the product you now have. Plus they are stackable, so that same amount of space that juice container was taking up in the fridge is now occupied by two things instead of just one, and I know exactly what I have in my home. I promise you these are a game changer, and I have a ton of them. I'm also going to use them in my pantry for baking supplies, so for sprinkles, for dark chocolate chips, for milk chocolate chips, the whole 9 yards. It keeps things looking really nice and refined, and they're only $1 a piece. If you've been with me for a while, you've seen me do this hack before, but I'm telling you guys, it changes the game. So I love getting my sponges from the Dollar Tree, but they are ugly. And then my second favorite sponges are actually from Home Goods, and they're ugly too, but they work amazingly. So what do I do to hide the sponge but keep it accessible? Because for me and my family, it's not realistic to tuck the sponge under the cabinet or something like that. We need ready access to the things that we use to clean, especially since I switch out the sponge every single week, or honestly every other day. So what I do is I get the suction cup soap or sponge container from the bath section of Dollar Tree. They also have it in the cleaning section. And what I do is I take it, it's nice and clear, so it's a little bit inconspicuous, and I stick it on the part of the sink that is closest to my tummy when I'm doing dishes. This means the sponge will sit in a space where you can't actually see it. So you'll have great access to the sponge, but if you're standing anywhere else in the room, you cannot see that sponge. This means you're not going to get that grime and residue buildup sitting on the ledge of your sink. You're not going to have to worry about cleaning up all that spilled soap because it's not going to exist there. The sponge is actually going to sit in the sink. All of the drippings and stuff will run readily into the drain, and you never have to see that ugly yellow and green sponge, but you still have access to it. It's just a little simple change, but I'm telling you, it's life-changing because it, makes doing dishes easier. There's less bending down, and I know that's such a silly little thing, but it really makes a difference in motivating you to get things clean. The last life-saving Dollar Tree product is the vacuum seal bag. So if you're not familiar with a vacuum seal bag, it is quite literally a vacuum sealed bag. But let's break it down a little bit. So my Dollar Tree unfortunately didn't have these in stock today, but I did have some from Amazon hanging around because I needed like 50 of them. So I'm gonna show you how it works with the Amazon one, but the Dollar Tree one works just the same. What you do is you get something that's really nice and puffy, or something that's taking up space when I switch out my pillow covers or my blankets, or even from my winter clothing to my summer clothing. I take all those big bulky things and I just put them in a vacuum seal bag. What you do is you just seal it up like you would a normal Ziploc bag, and you're good to go. Then you untwist the dial, and then you get your vacuum cleaner. You just turn your vacuum cleaner on and you suck. As you can see, all of the air comes out of those clothes and those blankets and stuff, so it compresses everything. This means that instead of taking up this much space in your closet, maybe that thing is going to take up this much space. So that means that you don't have to open up a storage unit, and you can actually hide these things that have a lot of turnover under your existing furniture. That's what I love to do with living room items. Instead of finding a whole new closet or a whole new space to put these blankets and stuff like that, I just vacuum seal them and tuck them under the sofa. When I clean, I'll move them out, vacuum under there really nicely, and just put them back because they become so nice and flat that they, don't even impact my experience in the living room. It's a really easy way to store things without having to find a new storage place. Plus, they're only $1. I believe that they come in a 2-pack. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can get these at the Dollar Tree. You can get them at Dollar General, Family Dollar, and you can also get them on Amazon. That's where I buy mine in bulk, and they are fantastic. I'm telling you, it has allowed me to store a whole bunch of things that I want to keep. So if I find like a kid's outfit on sale that I know my friend is gonna want in the fall, I'll just vacuum seal it. When I'm done, I'll give it a wash, wrap it up, send it as a present, and we are good to go. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Those were 5 life-changing Dollar Tree products. I promise you, all of these products have made my life so much easier. They're going to make your life so much easier because your home is going to be organized, clean, and it's going to be a space that you just love being in. If you're gonna pick up any of these items, be sure to let me know down in the comments. Do you have any more Dollar Tree life-changing products that we all need to know about it? Let's talk about it down in the comments. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.